I mean, it's almost as if she was enjoying this walk. So why all the weird things? Mixed spice? Why would you need that at school? I sometimes like to make food. Well, yeah, so do I, but... Spices? Okay, Hisao? Hisao? My eyes are being prodded by my fingers at the speed of pain because you are a fucking insurmountable man-child. I hate you so goddamn much. Of course you cook with spices. What the fuck does spice not go in? God, I hate you. A little more I'm fast-forwarding through this. Not really, exactly. Yeah, Why can't we insert ourselves into the game? I know how to cook. It's not hard. It's literally following fucking directions and not understanding that spice equals goddamn flavor is kind of a bad thing. Sure. She doesn't seem all that sure, but pushing the point doesn't seem to be all that wise. At the very least, she seems a great deal happier than on the walk down here. That alone makes me a little happier. Outside the girls' dorm, Hanako and I sort out the grocery bags with our respective purchases. In comparison, my things look positively plain. I tell you what, you've been putting me to shame here, thing old Hanako. I go down to Strickland Propane, and you can't even outsell me tank for tank. Wait a minute, your skin's all burned. Wait. That's a little better. Whatever. No, I'm just Baka. I'm only joking. I have a stack of homework that I skipped last week, so I must leave now. I have to go now. My planet needs me. Will you be alright getting up to that room of yours? Yeah. Sure? Okay, bye. 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 We part ways, and I say goodbye. Goodbye. Piles of paper sit upon my desk, begging to be completed. With the entire ruckus of the last week, I've barely had any time to catch up. I tried to keep up with my studies while I was in the hospital, but some of this stuff I've never seen before, even back in my old school. Totally unprepared, I pop on top of the can to drink, and... I pop the top on a can of drink, not I pop the can on the top of drink, and get to work. What? That was nothing. That wasn't even a chapter. What? And then I scrolled up. What? Huh? What? Okay. Whoops. My heart is so fucked up. I'm so fucked up. I shouldn't masturbate to unconscious girls that are helping me save the world. The days are really starting to heat up. This morning I awoke covered in sweat. By the time the student body starts leaving their dorms for breakfast and morning duties, the sun has taken full effect. Oddly, that puts me in high spirits. It's not even 8, yet I feel that this day is going to be one of those pleasant, tranquil, warm ones. So, if I weren't at school, considered every absence from class as a sign of a life-threatening situation, I'd consider skipping the whole day and just relaxing in the school gardens. Yes, today will be a genuinely lazy day. The best kind. For a second, I stopped mid-stretch. Consider the nurse's warning about exercise. Maybe should have kept up with those morning jogs. Running with someone like Ellie might have been a little testing, but if I worked at my own pace... who am I kidding? I couldn't stick to that without some kind of motivation. I'll just imagine that sweet hot wife pussy at the end of the drag. It's not like I sit around all day. The walk to and from the convenience store counts as exercise, right? Especially the walk back up the hill. Yeah, it's no big deal. Compared to months lying in the hospital bed, I've got plenty of exercise. It seems that I'm not the only one in my anticipation of the day. Why can't I read today? I've learned that words are often quite difficult when you can't anticipate that they are actual constructs used to express language and instead are just flapping your jaw against the side of your tongue to try and make sound effects. Nearly every member of the class is glancing through the window and into the tantalizing sky. I call it the Tanta-sky. Even the steadfast Shizune seems to lack her usual vigor for schoolwork. Misha, brazen as ever, has even unbuttoned the top buttons of her shirt and is fanning herself with a notebook. I must have been staring, and now she's sticking her tongue out at me. However, she did have those giant-ass jumblies. so she's probably not trying to hide them. The lunch bell seems to catch everyone by surprise, and the class empties at a much slower pace than usual. The heat seems to be draining the need to rush from everyone. Well, almost everyone. Hisao? Hey there, Hanako. Are you gonna be all shy and shit again? Shh, don't speak. Hanako already has a lunch bag in hand. I don't have to be a detective to work out where this is going. Why can't I read? Guys, I'm sorry that I suffered major head trauma at my construction site the other day, but when you try to carry cement bricks up 38 floors, don't start dropping them when they get too heavy. God. Would you like to go to lunch with us again? No, what a stupid idea. I brought enough for everyone. Awesome. You didn't have to be so stiff about it, though. Why am I an asshole to her? The fuck? Be nice. She's so nice. Hisao, I hate you. Hisao, I'm gonna write a dissertation about how much you suck. And the first fucking sentence, and only sentence, is gonna be, man, Hisao sucks. The end. I take it we're going to the tea room? Please. Lilly said she'd meet us in there, so we should. Should go ahead together. Sounds like a plan. This heat has made me pretty hungry.
So let's have sandwiches.
Hanako breathes a sigh of relief, and I gather my things together. As usual, the aura of the tea room is refreshing, feeling isolated from the rest of the world. The quaint, posh music is having a bit of pepper in my speech. Then again, the usual din of the school seems to be a bit subdued, most likely from the laziness prompted by the heat exhaustion. Hanako slowly spreads her foot to the table, intently focusing on every little movement, as if she's trying to keep her mind off of her other thoughts. It's not much, but I can tell from her demeanor that she has prepared everything with the utmost care. I guess Lilly isn't here yet. Shall we start without her? She'll be here soon. Hanako struggles with the lid of the container of the rice. Here, let me help you with that. I understand that you slanty-eyed motherfucking chinks can't open your goddamn containers worth shit. Gotta have rice with every fucking meal. You don't eat cats! That was super racist. I thank you. I take the container from Hanako's hands and try to force the lid open. Try as I might, it seems wedged shut. Let me guess. You put it in here while the rice was still hot. Yes, I was in a rush. I put the container on the table between us. I thought so. It looks like it's wedged shut. We need some hot water to get it open. 'Cause I'm a goddamn detective or some shit. I don't know. Let's solve a mystery, Scooby-Doo. Here's the menu. But that could be a pain. We'll get water everywhere. And you seem to be the opposite of that. Well, in that case, how about I contribute to today's meal? At the door, Lilly smiles while holding up a bag stock of various buns and bread rolls. I can't but help do the same. Literally holding up a bag stocked with various buns and bread rolls. Since you two had a change of plans because of me, I thought I would bring a little something. Thanks, Lilly. Here, let me get that for you. As Lilly slowly hovers down to the ground on a normal human level, her assortment of bread joins Hanako's riceless platter. I hastily make some tea to complete the picture. Well, I'm looking forward to this. As I take a bite, I notice Hanako trying her hardest not to look like she is looking at me. It's nothing special, but then again, I can't really complain. I'm pretty lazy when it comes to cooking for myself. Not bad, I guess. I mean, this is made with the stuff you bought yesterday, right? Yes. Hanako's eyes shout at me, begging for feedback, like cramming a plug into a guitar amplifier that isn't properly turned on. I was gonna give her some. Well, it's clearly worth it. Thanks, Hanako. I love you. I wanted to show you this after yesterday. It's okay. I was just a little surprised at the stuff you were buying. Hanako's always liked to experiment when it comes to food. I think it's good, most of the time. While Lilly's smile doesn't waver, the slight change in her tone tells me that things have not always gone so well in the past. And it's not like Hanako has many people to sample her cooking. Hang on. Was this fucking Lilly bitch waiting for me to go first? Was this fucking manipulative, blonde-haired little closed-eyed shit trying to play me in her spiderweb of tantalizing lies and fortitude fuckications? Bitch, I will shit liquid hot fury on your goddamn face as you writhe in agony, wondering what kind of fucking son you'll make to your disappointed father. She didn't start eating until after I said it was alright, and it was. Her cheeky grin tells me that there was a deliberate action on her part. I'll have to try and work out how to get her one over in the future. Make up for it. Well, it's good. That's all that counts, right? Right. Lily, satisfied at not being the first to sample Hanako's creation, begins to consume the food in front of her. She's often, kind of missing and accidentally ate half of a fork because she can't fucking see. However, their tips delicately poking and tracing to quickly ascertain the positions of the food as she dexterously picks it up. One might think she was a child playing with her food, if not for the situation. Though she does handle it with such care and thoughtlessness, it's obvious that this is simply how she eats this kind of meal. Not wanting to miss out, I start filling up myself. Hanako tries a different approach, waiting until Lily and I have our hands clear before quickly snatching up her share. Before long, the shutters close around our lives and then reopen again as a clock suddenly gets really loud and then silent. Before long, the containers are empty, save for the still shut rice container. Thank you, Hanako, that was filling. No, thank you for the bread. Yeah, would have been a disaster if he had not come. What the fuck did you just say? But now I must be getting back. It's far too easy and being late get here after eating early. Well, did you just have a stroke? Well, good day. Lily then levitates, knowing that somewhere off in a deep, far distant land she has various people to rot and cause destruction. For little to understand the true power of the blonde-haired blind demon, seeing not with her eyes but rather with her soul into the mind's gates of hell, understanding the true meaning of pain, for that of which she has been robbed would not allow her to vision of any other ideas. She will levitate, and she will float. She will fly amongst the air and glide amongst the birds to bring forth the reckoning of terrible dawn-bringing that has not been even seen before with mortal eye. For the one who looks at it as her own cannot see as the mortals do.